Yeah, very proud of the way our guys came back, and that's what I'm used to seeing. And it was obviously not a great first half to say the least, but it was a great response in the second. Players rallied around each other in that locker room. Defense talked about what they needed to do, offense what they needed to do. CJ obviously played very poised. Just proud of him and the way the guys played for him, catching the football and just protected better, did some good things, correcting some things. We were getting too many free hitters in the backfield in the run game and the pass game in the first half. But it's a hell of a win. I mean, anytime you're down 2 scores and you come back, and it's particularly when you're doing it with a quarterback that's really throwing his first pass in college football. He got some snaps against Tennessee, but he didn't throw it. Says a lot. And the defense really did a great job sparking us with the pick six. I mean, Davin Van, captain, gets back there, hits the quarterback, and DK, he all just met with, did a great job capitalizing on that and then getting the ball back again. And we played, 2 quarters of complimentary football. And really this season, in 3 games, I think combined, we've played 4 quarters that way. And that's what we have to do to win. It's a team game. As far as Grayson goes, I'm not going to comment on his injury until I know exactly what's going on. You guys saw him. He was on the sideline after the game congratulating CJ. And so once I have information in my conference Monday, I'll let you guys know where he stands. But I'm not going to speculate on it. Questions?
Colby, go ahead.
What was the most impressive part of CJ's performance today?
I think it's just poise, I mean, he just went out there and played the game, whether he was throwing the football or scrambling, throwing it away, rushing for some tough yards at times to extend the chains. Did a really good job just managing it and playing fast, and he looked really poised. So that was good to see.
Noah, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, you guys were obviously thin at corner for most of the day. Do you have an update on Aiden and Brandon? And plus, what was it like for you to see the other 2 guys kind of step up and make some plays in the second half?
Yeah, really proud of the way that Devon Marshall came in the game. Jackson Vick came in the game. Corey Coley. Aiden will be back kind of day to day, I would say, with him. As far as CSA, I'll let you guys know on Monday.
Jaden, go ahead.
I asked CJ, but from your perspective, how would you define this win in 1 or 2 words?
From CJ's standpoint or from mine?
From yours.
I thought we showed a lot of heart. I mean, I really do. I think it was a heart, just gritty win.
Ethan, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, what was your message for your team at halftime?
They said a lot for me. And when they were done, it's time to go do what we're supposed to do. Just do your job, play together, overcome adversity. We've been in this place before. I told him CJ's going to play his ass off, and everybody, was behind him. You could hear them rallying behind him on that. Defense is going to get up first. They're going to make a stop. Offense, you're going to go score, and it's going to be a 1-possession game before you look up. And I said, just quit thinking about the scoreboard, thinking about playing really physical and together. And if you do that, we're going to win. And that's what the guys did. They did a great job listening, being in it, responding, cheering each other on the sideline, demanding more. I thought it was a really, really good response.
Rob, go ahead.
Dave, I have a 2-parter, sir. First of all, was there a sense of urgency at halftime in the locker room?
Yeah, just a little. Yeah, just a little.
I mean, was it a palpable thing, or how do you try to calm that down? How do you handle that, sir?
No, I mean, look, you want the players to be able to vent. You want them to get stuff out in there, I mean, I'm going to wait and see, let the coaches make their corrections, let the players say what they need to say, and then based on how I'm feeling in there with what's being said, I'm going to respond and add in or take it over. And I didn't really have to take it over. It was really a calm talk to them because they were very, very agitated coming in. Mm-hmm. And Sean, Captain Sean Brown was in their face, which he should be, demanding more. And then I thought CJ he had a bright look on his face, man. You could tell he was excited and ready to play football. And the guys saw that, felt that. And yeah. But, each halftime you guys is different. Every time you walk in there at halftime, it's different what the team needs. And I just got to kind of assess that and do my best to fill that need.
You mentioned CJ, sir. Did it build as the game progressed? He made those two really nice passes, I think, to Noah, and then the next one was to Joe Lee. Did you sense it building as the game progressed?
Yeah, I think, once you get a couple completions, you start feeling it. And he did, and Robert did a nice job giving him some completions that were pretty easy, with good protection, and let him get in a rhythm, let him get going. And we're able to get some better runs as well, which got us out of some long yardage plays. And then we were able to make some plays with our feet at quarterback. He was able to extend some drives with a couple draw plays. And so, yeah, he was playing confident football. I think everybody could see that.
Stone, go ahead.
Coach, you guys dominated time of possession and the ground game. You had 13 more minutes and over 100 more rushing yards than Louisiana Tech. Was that the game plan going in, or did it kind of just change once your circumstances changed after the first half?
Yeah, time of possession is something that is important, when you're playing a no-huddle team. They weren't really going fast, so I wasn't as concerned about that. It was sometimes you're just not getting explosive plays, and so your drives take longer. And we weren't really having explosive plays. That style of defense that they play, there's 8 guys, and they don't blitz very much. So you're not going to have a lot of down the field plays against defenses like that, and the shots we took down the field we didn't connect. We tried to hit a couple guys on deep balls and just didn't connect. So they were long drives. And I told the guys that, like, when you play a drop 8 defense that doesn't blitz a lot, it's going to be a dink and duck, run the football type of day, and defensively it's always the same. Can we get off the field as fast as possible, 3 and out or a takeaway, and offensively trying to possess the ball and, end every drive with a kick.
Charlie, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, wanted to hear your thoughts overall about how the run game was and how CJ Bailey's legs can play into that in the future.
How who?
How CJ Bailey's legs can play into the run game in the future, and just your overall thoughts on the run game tonight.
Yeah, mixed thoughts. Disappointed in some of it. We were able to convert on short yardage runs today. So that was a plus. Every time we had a short yardage, we were effective and got the first down. We scored on the goal line a couple times today on short yardage runs from there. So that was improvement. But I do think there's too many runs that aren't getting the plus 3.5 yards that we want to average. We had some explosive runs as well. We had one called back for a holding, which obviously hurts your average. It was a pretty big run. We got to get better there. We just got to keep working at it, but it's better than it was. It's not as good as it needs to be. That's probably the best way to say it.
All right, last one for Coach from Ethan.
Coach, this was our first time watching CJ throw in a game, but you've been watching him for months. What made you confident in putting him into the game in a big spot like this?
He's done that in practice the whole time. What you saw today is what he's been doing. He's got a really good arm. He has a good arm talent. And so now it's just the repetitions and how fast the defenses are playing, and he's got good players around him. So he's going to be a fun player to watch. He's got a bright future for us, obviously. And as far as him running the football, yeah, he can run. He's at 6'6". It doesn't look like he's running as fast as he is. Sometimes he can cover ground with the stride length. So we'll just have to see as we get into the game plan now that he's the starter and as long as Grayson's out, and how we can maximize what's best, to move the chains and get first downs and touchdowns.
Thanks for joining us, Coach.
All right. Thank you.